Hello, 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 and welcome. This is Beverly Fells Jones, the Silver Fox of Consciousness, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the bell, so that you'll be notified whenever I upload another Eclectic Alchemy video and whatever playlist you may love. Yes, Eclectic Alchemy is a amalgamation or a eclectic group of different topics. And today's topic is going to my main thing, which is manifesting the life you want. So make sure you subscribe, hit the bell if you're already a subscriber. Thank you for being here. So, I'm on the Reddit subreddit called Law of Attraction. And I never tell you who the original poster is, but it's OP is the original poster. And this particular conversation has, well, when I copied it out, 31 comments. That means a lot of people were interested in what is going on with this particular OP. So the question was, what is a complete starter guide to manifesting my dream life? Please help me. So OP says, I do believe in the law of attraction wholeheartedly, but I'm still a beginner and apparently unable to successfully get into the manifestation mindset to get all the things I want. There's way too much stuff on the internet. Well, I'm going to have to agree with this OP. There is a ton of things and they're contradictory and you can get thoroughly confused. So when I'm talking to people, I usually say, find yourself 2 or 3 gurus, and personally I do gurus from a long time ago, like the founding fathers kind of thing, and make that choice. So let me go back to OP's post. There's way too much stuff on the internet. The 3-6-9 method, meditation, affirmation, vision boards, etc. I get into an information overload and am unable to manifest anything. As someone who's highly organized, I wish for a manifestation/LOA expert to guide me of what can I do for the next 30 days. Let's say to help build the practices needed to manifest my dream life into my routine. Please help. So this particular subreddit had a ton of people giving advice. So here's the first. I'm no expert, but I'll give you something simple. A notebook and a writing utensil. Write down your desires. No fancy patterns, no magic formula. Just write down your desires and goals. That's it. The rest will come. You will know intuitively when and where to take action and when opportunity arises. Helps to keep it as a journal and write in it every so often. Yes, I've created a journal book, and that allows you to write down what your desires were, how you asked for them, what all those things are, and then write what happens, or if you got an inspired action, be able to do that. It's a nice little journal that I created for my book that I wrote. Anyway, so let's continue. Next answer. Next commenter. I manifested a lot of things miraculously with just this simple writing technique. That's nice. Good idea. Other things that helped: a gratitude journal and meditation, honoring the law of karma, the golden rule, as far as reasonable and practical. I'm not saying you have to be a saint or a doormat or a martyr. just that it helps to make an effort to be a decent human being. I wouldn't suggest racking up a bunch of bad karma if you want to be happy. Instead, you want to burn off the bad karma you have by doing occasional good deeds and having compassion. I think that's a really good idea personally. Let me continue. That in itself will improve your life. Don't be an idiot about it, though. You don't have to give a stranger a ride and risk getting assaulted. Don't feel like you must be any particular way to anyone. You don't have anything to prove. Just have good intentions towards others and have a kind heart within. I think that's really good advice. What do you think? By the way, make sure that you comment below and give us some ideas of if you think some of this advice is good or whether it's not so good, or what would you tell this person so that they can have a starter guide. I'm continuing with commenter number 2. I think it helps to alternate between desire and detachment, not attachment, to avoid desperation. Oh my, yes, that's so true. So if I start feeling intense and neurotic about an unfulfilled desire, I put it on the back burner for a while and lead the best and happiest life I can under my present circumstances. In parentheses, a lot of times that is when it manifests. Close parentheses. Then after you mellow out about it, you can return to actively manifesting. After I visualize or affirm my desires, I like to say, this or something better manifests in my life in the best ways possible. Oh, I like this. If you got a pencil and paper, write this down, because it's similar to what I have told you in the past. So look at this. This or something better manifests in my life in the best ways possible. Another one that I personally, Beverly, like to use is this or something better at a price that I'm willing to pay. This or something better at a price that I'm willing to pay. And sometimes that price is zero, right? I read my intention. She says, or he. I read my intentions after meditation and before bed. Okay, so by reading them after a meditation before bed, it helps to instill it into your subconscious mind. It also helps for you to remind your subconscious mind, this is my desire. And I'm going to go back to something I did once. I had a bill I needed to pay several years ago. I wanted enough money to pay it off. I had been laid off. I was working contract work, which was paying a decent amount. So contract work. And so therefore, I had forgotten all about it, but I had written on there, I need this to be paid. And at the time, I put my desires up on a corkboard. I just stapled it. The bill, stapled it to corkboard. So I had come home for the weekend from that particular contract, and I was about to go back the following week, and I happened to look up on the corkboard, and I saw that bill and that amount of money, and I said, I still need you. I still need it. That's all I said. I still need it. It was like reminding my subconscious and the universe that I still need this bill paid. That week, probably, I think it was Wednesday, I get a phone call out of the blue from this company and saying, we need you to come back and do some work for us. And I said, really? They said, yeah, we need an upgrade and we need to move this and so and so. I said, well, send me exactly what you want me to do and I'll give you a price. Well, I actually underserved, or I didn't charge them what that bill was, but I knew that job was coming from me saying I need that bill. So I finished that piece and it's getting ready to leave, and they said, we have something else that has to be done. I said, what? They said, we need this, this, and this. I said, oh, I said, well, let me give you the amount. And as I calculated how much time it was going to take me and everything, it turned out from the first piece that I did with them and the second piece, minus the cost of taxes and things, it was the exact amount I needed to pay the bill. So that particular job came out of the blue, and I wasn't expecting it. And so, as far as I was concerned, the universe provided. Let me get back to commenter number 2. So she said, I read my intentions after meditation and before bed. An hour of meditation a day will lead to profound insights. I break it up into 2 or 3 sessions usually. I use guided meditation sometimes. No caffeine or addictive substances leads to better meditations. Also, a healthy whole foods plant-based diet at least 95% of your meals. It helps to eat vegan at home. A healthy, nutritious vegan diet with meditation and good sleep, open paren, stop eating 4 hours before and get to sleep by 10 p.m. Standard Time, close paren, contributes to psychic abilities. Well, that part with the vegan diet and getting to bed before 10 o'clock, and no, I don't agree with that, because I don't eat a vegan diet, and most nights I'm not in bed by 10. I agree with the meditation. I agree with eating a healthy diet, and I believe in either keto, dirty keto, which is basically what I have because I do eat carbs, and or a carnivore diet, but low carb, high fat, and intermittent fasting, at least 16 hours. That's for me. You decide what's good for you, but I'm not agreeing with the vegan diet and that kind of stuff. But this is what the advice came from commenter 2, and she's not finished yet. You seem like a young person, maybe a teen. She's making an assumption on the OP. I think that it helps, especially when you're young, to also take practical steps toward the lifestyle we want. After all, we're in the material world for a reason. A two-pronged approach, the mental, spiritual, law of attraction mindset, plus practical, rational goal setting and scheduling keeps one from getting too airy-fairy and unrealistic about life. I agree with her on him or her on that. Take care of business, whether it be job or school or as a housemate, do your part, meet your chosen or presently unavoidable obligation, pay your debt, stay out of trouble, be someone of value, someone who can be trusted. All of these are good pieces of advice, practical advice, nothing to deal with law of attraction though. There are definitely miracles, but as the ancients said, the gods help those who help themselves. So yes, it's a very good idea for the practical side of life from commenter number 2. So OP does answer, and they say, hi, yes, I am young, but not that young, haha, I'm 23, but thank you, this makes a lot of sense. I'll surely look into all of these. Another comment, it says, not the OP, but I have a question. When you write down your desires, is it in the form of I want XYZ? Well, personally, I can answer that no. It is I have, not I want, because that says it's a desire. It's not in, you don't have it yet. And how can you visualize it already being yours if you say I want? So I'm answering that. So let's see what another commenter says. Everyone's different. Some write, I have XYZ, state of assumption, as if it's already yours. Some write as generic bullet list goals, no sentences or even I. I've done this with great success personally. I encourage you to experiment and do what works for you. Just don't overthink it. Right? And then this person says, this is the not OP person. Thanks a lot. I personally don't like the I have statement. What you talk about seems very interesting, aka writing just the desire. Did you do it by only writing things or things with verbs? I mean, for example, a new blue bike or have to have a new blue bike. Could you give some examples? And the commenter says, of course, a new blue bike matches more what I wrote. I exclude have or want, otherwise it'll just remind me what I want to have. Just writing things, allowing life to be life. It comes in its appointed time, even if it takes a bit. Second OP. Thanks a lot. I'm very interested by what you say, so you write just things. I would really like to know what you have manifested with this so far. Could I DM you? Because of complicated desires, this might be difficult to express. For a hypothetical example, that guy who didn't bring back the book he borrowed you, the wording in this case would be something like, Tom's bringing back the book he borrowed from me. Even in this sentence, you have me and verbs. And there's no answer to the second OP. This is an answer to the first one of creating a starter guide. And this commenter, number 3, there is no specific method. It's basically there to help you feel your desire. If you find writing makes you able to feel your desire, do it. Same as the like pillow method, whispering method, or any other method. Comment number 4. Just do whatever you can to feel good every moment. That is so powerful. My life changed steadily, but good. And this is the last one I'm going to read, because otherwise I'll be here for a while, because there was 31 comments. If you're feeling overwhelmed and want to seal your efforts into something sure and specific, the best bang for your buck is Neville Goddard's 5 lessons. And you can find Neville Goddard, Goddard, 5 lessons on the internet. I'm not going to give you a link. And it's free. You don't have to pay for it. But it's 5 lessons in manifesting. All right. Well, I hope this gives you an idea and some ideas of how you can bring manifesting into your life. And this starter guide with all these suggestions will help you become a better manifester. I call you my prime directors because I teach the prime directive method, and this will allow you to create the life that you desire. This is Beverly Fells Jones, the Silver Fox of Consciousness. If you don't forget, subscribe, hit the bell, please share, and if you're a subscriber, again, thank you for being here. As you have believed, let it be done to you, and it is so, and I will see you in the next video.